Peace FM 104.3. Who to meet Atik?
Chairman, Eddie came, my main chair, beam, nam chair of a lieutenant chagan of Funia.
Yeah, Joso.
Let me say, me who another interesting topic to fight against Galamsey, but me you first.
In fact, your bar, my bar, no so.
Yes. Chairman, yeah, economic challenges, the are wholesome and idea a hard in the park, I say. And in the midst of winning,
yeah,
there is the tendency say utility prices of utility and tariffs because Chairman, I just said the hardship is going to get worse. And I am personally worried about the state of affairs and the trend of affairs. Harmy. Because these are some of the things that sometimes trigger unspeakable outcomes. And I had now I like to appreciate some effort is being made, but maybe every it's pointless going back to DNA and Edia could do something because some of the decisions that we're taking yen slow down a bit more into I think no Edia could do something. But baby Edri, to lament about some of the decisions are buying FIA and the refusal to pay heed to some of the councillor Ebimodima and Nazifon will not get us out of this problem. To begin having conversations around the solutions going forward. Now, media, baby Edri, the way I know Chairman Kebe Abayin should think about Kwanya Ebefaso are providing some cushioning for ordinary Ghanaians and Kanka in relation to the likely price hikes of utilities. I mean, how government is going to do it because already the government is highly indebted. Now, say you see Abayin Enjenye Bibia, which it would mean say government must absorb part of the cost, which would be adding to the already huge data buying a wadada. But I'm sure you didn't come more F1. We might come up with some ideas going forward. Kwanya ebefa so ebua ordinary consumers na utility providers so omombre and cause them to also get involved in service vicious debt cycle na Bank of Ghana meeting on I have my issues with the way increasing the last policy rate. And the reason I make us say, Chairman, when was Ghana operates an inflation targeting regime, which means that you use the policy rate to try to control, price increases, which is inflation. And what that means is that the central bank sets the policy rate, which guides the interest rates of commercial banks. Into the transmission mechanisms of SAR and the transmission mechanism of SAR policy rate in the central bank is set policy rate na commercial banks so share SAR policy rate then it informs how much they charge as interest. So that's if they increase the policy rate by a certain basis points then now interest rates might increase by similar or even more, but most likely proportionate, number of percentage points. So that, see inflation cost. Yeah. Two policy rates, na interest rates cost amount for mboro bebre. So there will be less liquidity in circulation. Just a sika na, and people would tell you say inflation anywhere and everywhere is a monetary phenomenon. Just say sika sem anytime would say prices cost not just say sika bebre na war system no monanti na prices cost and na ebimu in simple terms, even though it does not fully explain what inflation is, they be almost more money chasing fewer goods. It just tells you that there is excess money. And now amount for sika bebre or monsima now there is excess liquidity in the system now. Emma, prices cost because there would be more money and probably lesser products in the market and so on. And set policy rates now, it causes interest rates to also go up. But we need to shore up production. And only one of the key ways out of this problem. I say yetimi hwe kwan a yebe fa so increase productivity, increase production and as for. And how do you do that? Businesses and firms must be able to expand. And how are they able to expand? There must be easy access to credit. Easy and affordable access to credit. Now, if you increase the policy rate, what it means is that the cost of credit be kosoro. Nti obi ananka sebi obekwa akọ borrow e dey expanding no. Na watu no bukakra. So people who do security investments na nasifo no, omo na ebia ombenya humfaso. So if I have my money deposited in a bank and I may some portfolio investment be na ye increase way, now it's likely say it will translate into higher returns for me. But me and me ko borrow sika EDI expansion ne dey medwin home you know. But at this point we need more firms, we need more enterprises to invest more and to increase their investment so that aggregate demand will increase and so on and so forth. At the end of the economy no betumpo. And sometimes my issue with using the policy rate to control inflation is in a situation such as near we yes hana it affects productivity, it affects production and affects ultimately total output. And media in normal times is the best way to do, like Senoma and crisis Musedia is the best way to control inflation. But ye do some pembenswedia, I say a dream will be. And I'm fully convinced that Penifon Bekaku share or MPs no more him dear. And the Omu bedroom say ye 2 way more a beer a bear affecting Crawford, Quayan before so credit, Eddie expanding a month for you, Juma, because ye kay hardship, chairman, Nina is all about incomes.
Kakra
ibedi. Enti ebimu ejuma nshada nkosoro, ebimu so ahwe mu ejuma. Enti if we are coming up with policy measures will make it difficult for people to expand and to retain workers now. Me sure say hardship no can only get worse and would only get worse. Enti yendrin in respect of whether you be increasing policy rate and as increasing. But another issue is say chairman expenditure duduo enuna emma aban eya okobo bisia. When your expenditure far exceeds your revenue no, the gap that another deficit that you create no, you need to finance that deficit no. And there are two ways. Either you print money or you borrow. And the name here the printing money there is out. Until what we do is say we borrow. Until baby Edri, if I were to advise chairman, we need to slow down on promising and introducing new projects. Let me say we haven't stopped talking about projects, and every project is expenditure. Oh, you kwa na yo, you be say you be ko kati salts ni na sifo, and say ya crazy you ko bupe ko kaze be in land port or horse and when you na chairman. Look, these are expenditure items.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.